Hello everyone, welcome back to Jobbing Together, where we sit down with content creators from all corners of the community. I'm your host Nina, and today I'm joined by someone whose edits have taken over timelines and inspired thousands. With over 8,000 followers and growing Discord community, she's made a serious impact in the SSO scene. Please welcome Nova. Hi!
Hello, I'm so happy to be here.
Can you please introduce yourself and tell us how you got into editing?
Hello, I'm Nova. Before I get into this, I just want to say I'm German, so if I mispronounce anything or my accent is shown, please don't be confused. It's just my German side. Back to me. I started my digital art journey, well, kind of when I was born, because my whole family was like artists in a way. My mom's a designer, my grandpa is a painter, so I kind of grew up with it, and then just when I joined the SSO community, I started editing.
Okay. So your whole family is family of editors, which is really cool. That's why you started editing in the first place, right?
Oh yeah, that is well, kind of. I used to draw on canvas or just traditionally like on paper. But I kind of don't do that much anymore just because I have my iPad now.
Yeah. You mentioned before, when we were also recording, she made first few edits on her phone, which is, I'm amazed actually.
Yeah, it was like the first four, I think. And then I was able to afford Procreate on my iPad finally. I was so happy.
Yeah, I believe. I believe. And wait, so you come from a family full of artists, and did they also teach you how to draw and that?
Yeah, they did. It was kind of a bit of a lot of pressure sometimes because I always wanted to make my grandpa or my mom proud. But they like to criticize everything, so
Okay,
I don't
yeah.
really know how to constructive criticism, and then I'm stuck there with a lack of self-confidence. But they really helped me out a lot.
And that made you better, I think, right? That you maybe got some critics on along the
Oh
way.
yeah, of course. Yeah, it helped me a lot. My grandpa did more than my mom, mostly, but that's probably just because he's a painter and she's, like I said, a designer.
That is really, really interesting. I really love that. I love art, and I love people who comes from, a family of artists. I think that is really interesting because I myself am from family of artists. So I think that is a really big plus also in your career, because you're building your career kind of. And what made you decide to start sharing your edits with the community?
Well, originally I think I wanted to belong to the community more, but what really started it was a club that I had joined like 5 years ago. And the club owner was like editing pictures for Instagram, and that really motivated me. So I started doing that too, and that's how I started my digital art journey.
I love that. um, and did you ever expect that your work would gain so much attention, like 8,000 followers and big Discord? I think that is a huge accomplishment in this community, to be honest.
Well, yeah, I I know that there's a lot of people out there who have a much larger community, but I'm so grateful for everything that has happened in the past 5 years. Um, so I wouldn't say I'm that big, but compared to others, like you said earlier, from your point of view, it is completely different. So I totally understand. It's okay.
Yeah, I look at you from the like that you're on the hill and I'm, you know, like down. So
Oh,
basically,
please don't do that. I'm
no,
just a
no.
human.
Okay, yes, but your edits are not you're like a witch, bro. Like how can you? Oh my god. No, like I don't know how you yeah, okay, fairy. I'm sorry. That is I will put it nicely. Yes, you're a fairy. And I mean your edits are basically they look like they're alive, so they're so I love them. I love them so much. And you also created, of course, I mean, you have your Instagram with some kind of following. I mean, a lot, but yeah. And you also have your own Discord server that is called Nova's Cozy Corner. I know because I'm a part of it, okay?
I'm so happy you're there.
Yeah, I am.
But
I
yes,
am. I mean, okay. Compared to artists, I know where I am. So please don't make me look bigger than I am.
but you are big. You're just as big as I am.
Yeah, of course, of course. Okay, fine. And so I love your server. Your server has almost 400 active people. Could you please tell us more about your server? Like what inspired you to create it, and why do you have a server? What kind of thing you wanted to accomplish with a server?
Well, first off, I do think, and I'm very happy that I have like 400 people in there. I didn't expect that it was gonna go so well. I had a server before, but I didn't end up using it much, and then it just kind of got lost, and I ended up deleting it. So it was always in the back of my head, and I always wanted to restart it and make it better than I did before. My original goal was just to have the chance to interact with people more, and just have everyone be a part of this and feel like they have someone to talk to when they need help.
Okay, okay. And what inspired you to create it?
I don't quite know. It's just I really want it to be a bigger part of the community because as everybody knows, I only post like once a month when I'm lucky. Because
Okay.
I don't have that much energy to draw all the time.
Yeah, of course, of course.
So I wanted to find a way to have people talk to me more and better because stories on Instagram just don't do it for me. I actually wanted to talk to people, and it is exactly doing that. And I'm glad that it's working out.
Yes, I mean it is. I see. I have notifications from your server all the time. So basically, when I look at something, there's always like think, think, think. So I'm like, okay, yeah. So I had to mute it like a few times when I was recording something, so it's not in the video. But no, it's okay. But it's a very active server, and how do you keep the server active and welcoming for so many people?
I think the most important part is being active yourself. I think club owners or team owners can vouch for me here because if
Yeah,
you're not active in a club, your members will not be active either.
of course.
However, I actually got to a point in the server where I don't have to be there 24/7, and it makes me really relieved to know that I don't need to be there because people still are active without me.
Yeah, they use it a
It amazes-
lot.
Yeah, I'm so happy about it. It like exceeded all my expectations, honestly, even if it's just a small community server.
And your server, basically, there in your server, you have a server that helps also people with some problems that they have with edits, and then they talk in the group, and people try to help them. And I think that is really, like, really cool idea, actually.
Oh yeah, that's I wanted the server to be originally for like everyone who has something to do with art, be it like photography or photography,
Yeah, yeah.
traditional art, or really anything like 3D sculpting. I just wanted everyone to have something to do and to teach. So I made the pings. so people can ping others when they need advice, and I'm glad it's working out.
And wait, you made your server on your own, or did you have help?
I made most of the design on my own. A friend of mine who helped me a lot with certain permissions or just general moderating stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's like a couple select people that have really helped me build it up in like 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, I really like that because, like, when I'm in your server, it really feels like a cozy corner because I think people are really friendly. And wait, now while I'm talking about people being friendly, did it happen sometimes that someone was not friendly and that you had to remove someone, or no?
I had a situation once where someone asked for advice and then wasn't necessarily happy with the advice that
Aha, okay, okay, I get it.
given, and then there was an argument. But the problem is I wasn't even there at the time. And I think it happened while I was sleeping, and then I woke up and I was like, oh my god. And it wasn't that big of a deal, to be fair, but I want to prevent that from happening. I don't quite know what set it off. I hope it doesn't happen again because I don't want anyone to feel like they can't ask for help.
Of course, of
But
course.
the issue's been long resolved and hasn't happened since, so I think
Um,
we're good.
I think that's a problem with that person, not with the one who gave honest review. Like, I think.
Yeah, I think she was being really kind to her. I think she was trying to de-escalate the situation to the best of her abilities, so it's okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that is really important. While we speak about that, I also wanted to know. Did you make any new friends while on that server? Any friends that you hang out with, maybe, or do you maybe even know them in real life?
Not in real life, but actually maybe like two of my friends of real life are actually in the server, but that has nothing
Okay.
to do with itself. But yeah, I made some really really good friends in there that I do talk to every day now. And they're honestly an enrichment to my life right now. They're really sweet, they're really adorable, and really easy to talk to. So yeah, I definitely made some friends.
And do you have any favorite memory or moment that happened in the server?
Um, Not necessarily a favorite one, but we have a contest going on right now, so we have like monthly contests that people can submit like drawings to.
Okay.
And every time I see a new submission, it makes me so happy because they're all so pretty. And I don't know, I think that's what makes me the happiest, that people can just share their art and feel comfortable enough with it.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. I mean, as I said, it really does feel like a cozy corner. I love the name, by the way. Who came up with that? You probably.
And that was just me.
Oh, that was just okay. Okay, just you. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it's just I tried to find a name and then suddenly it was just in my head. I was just there and I was like, "Oh, that's actually a good name."
Yeah, it is. It is. It is. I love it. I actually really love it. I want to talk now a little bit about your beginnings, Noah's beginnings. And I really want to know about your first ever edit. And do you still have it? And what kind, like, how do you think that you progressed from that edit to now? In like what way?
My first edit was, I think, in 2019. I don't actually believe I still have it because I wasn't really satisfied with it. It was a star stable edit. Or not an edit. I think it was fully drawn. And I wanted to test my limits because I just went into digital art. But then I had to take a break for like a year from art because I was like, nah, I'm not doing this again. But I think from then until now, I don't really know how to describe it. It's more like you learn with time because it's been like 4-5 years since I actually started focusing on digital art. And the longer you do it, the more you learn. That's why I keep telling people to not give up when you just start it, because obviously you shouldn't compare yourself to people who are like much more experienced and have like years of experience in the topic.
Yeah.
So like no.
That is true. That is true. Yeah, that is true. And wait, did you the edit that you done, like the first edit that was drawn by you? On what platform did you do it?
That I think that was on Procreate on my phone.
That was one of the. Oh no, that wasn't one of those 4 pictures. That was something
No,
else.
that wasn't one of them. That was I never posted that one. Like I said, I don't even know if I still have it. If I do find it in my file somewhere, I could send it to you. You can maybe cut it into the video.
Please.
I don't know if I can find it though. Like it's been like 5 years.
Yeah, I will post in video that your edits that you've done by the phone, which I was completely amazed when I saw that. Like I could never, I think. So I don't know, oh my god, like amazing, amazing.
Thank you. It was really hard to progress from canvas, painting, actual painting.
Yeah.
To my phone. And then from my phone to my iPad, it was a struggle. It was actually not easy because I was so used to drawing my phone that when I got my iPad, I was like, this feels weird. I don't know if I can do this.
Yeah, that is true. And wait, now that you mentioned that, on what platform? Oh, actually, not platform. On what? How can I say? Is it on Canvas or I don't know, a phone or iPad? On which of these 3 do you like to edit the most or draw the most? Not edit.
Well, not on my phone anymore. I do it when I have to correct quick and small things because I'm not used to it anymore. I would not be able to draw on my phone anymore.
Yeah.
But for traditional and digital art, I don't think you can compare them really.
No, of course not. Of course not. Of course not.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know. I know you're not trying to say that. It's just for me, I think I prefer digital art just because it's less messy.
Yeah, you can undo stuff and delete them, and yeah.
Yeah. And I can draw in my bed.
Yeah, yeah, that is true. That is true.
So yeah, definitely on my iPad.
Okay, okay. So yeah, okay. You mentioned that your grandparents, I mean grandpa, taught you to edit. I mean, not edit, draw. And what is your favorite style of edit? And did it change? Did you have a different style back then, or is it the same?
Yeah, I used to draw photorealistic when I used to do traditional art. I wanted everything to be as close to reality as possible. I guess that is why it is now easier for me to make it still realistic, but let's just say now I need a lot more glitter and color because without it, it just feels empty.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Yes.
So yeah, it's semi-realism or fantasy.
Oh, I love fantasy. I love it. I love it. You need to do commission for me one day.
I would love to if you want me to.
Yeah, of course. So why not? I didn't think you accept commissions right now. I think I checked and they were closed once when I wanted to. I don't remember, but I think they were closed.
You can always ask. The only thing is that I have a wait list now.
Wait, and you said that your style is semi-realist, and did you ever try a different style and that it maybe didn't end up in your expectations, and then you were like mad or something?
Well, I get mad all the time whenever I
Okay, yeah.
I'm not really mad, but I get really frustrated when something doesn't work out the way that I want it to. But I kind of try to do a little bit of everything. I just don't post everything. Like I have a stack full of like 250 artworks and I only post like half of them. just because I don't feel like they're good enough.
Oh my
Or
god. Send them to me and I will tell you if they're good.
oh god, no. Um, it's just I do try to do a little bit of everything. The last thing I got done with are Twitch emotes. I cannot tell for who that is.
Okay, no, not a problem. Not a problem.
And sadly not even show them yet.
Yeah,
but
okay.
I
Yet,
hope-
yet.
I really like how they turned out.
So you can say that your editing style has changed a lot, or no?
Well, I don't know. I guess you're the one to judge. I think in the past it had a lot more contrast and dark.
Now it's really realistic. Realistic. It's really realistic. I love it. It looks like a picture, basically.
Well, thank you. Yeah, in the past they were very, very. There was no balance in the contrast, and now there is.
Yeah, I mean, okay, who am I to judge? I am the wrong person to judge that because I mean, I know what is pretty and what is not, and that is it, basically. And I think your edits are beautiful. You see me fangirling here all the time.
Oh my god. I don't even know why I don't really like I don't know how to explain this because it's just I don't know when this all happened, but a little while ago the community just opened itself in a way to me, and before it was very quiet. And now I have so many people that I talk to every day, and it's really lovely. I love
Yeah,
it.
it is. I love it. I mean, I think I think a lot of people are also fangirling here like I am. I mean, I'm sure of it. If they don't, they're jealous of you, so.
No, no. Oh god. No, I really appreciate it, but I don't think I would ever look at myself that way.
Okay, but 8,000 people and 400 on Discord looks at you that way, so that is something.
Oh, but you can't forget that this happened like in the past like 5 years. It's a
Okay, but still, like, imagine 8,000 people like here standing and admiring you.
Oh god.
Yeah, so you know that is kind of a lot of people. I mean, of course you grew up so much over years. Yeah, okay, now you reminded me of something. Did 1 year, like, did you grow slowly, or was it like a period of time that you just exploded in following?
I feel like the first like the first and second year of me actually starting to edit, it kind of like exploded, yeah, in a way. But that was also when the Star Stable community used to be a lot more active than it is now.
Yeah,
I
that
feel
is
like
true.
It kind of died down, which is really sad because I see so many posts every day where I feel like, wow, this should get so much more attention, but it sadly just doesn't.
No, that is true. I also see some pictures and edits that don't get, for example, a lot of likes, and I don't know. It's weird to me, to be honest.
It is. I wish it wasn't like this anymore, but it's just gonna happen, you know.
Community changes over time. Basically, you know, people who were kids then are adults now, and you know, it's different. Like, it's everything is different, and I think overall community and people nowadays are different. But yeah.
Oh yeah, that is very true.
I wanna return a little bit back to art. And I want you to walk us through your editing process, from the idea to not the final, to the mid thing, then the final project. Then I don't know, how do you get the idea? Do you just like lie in bed and you're just like, oh my god, I need to edit. I mean, I need to draw this. I really want to do this. Or how is it? How is it?
So my whole process is it depends on what I want to do. If it's commissions, I kind of already have the ideas and the references that everyone provides me with, so I don't really need to look for much. Maybe like some other stuff for like 3D models or anything. But if it's something that I do for myself, which sadly doesn't really happen a lot, But if it is, I usually get inspired by Instagram the most. Like other artists doing things where I'm like, wow, I want to do that too. Or Pinterest, where I'm like, I see something and I'm like, this would look so good when I do it differently or something. So that's how I start. That's how it develops in my mind in a way.
Okay.
And then I just do the basic stuff, you know, I do the sketches, then I do the line art for the sketch, and I always leave the sketch until the very last second because I feel like it helps me. So I recommend everyone to do that as well. If you draw, always have your sketch open.
Okay. I'm gonna take that note.
Oh, you're welcome. You should
Yeah.
start.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, we'll see about that.
I'll always be here if you need me.
Yeah, I mean, when you don't have like 50 commissions, I'm okay.
Don't call me out like that. Yeah, well, I do like to do grayscale. I don't know if I need to explain it or not.
Yes, you can. I mean, you can give it a short explanation.
Okay, well, grayscale is basically when you just draw everything in black and white, and then you add color at the end. It helps a lot because sometimes you start something off and you're like, wait, this isn't actually what I wanted, and then you can just change it with a different layer. So that's I like doing grayscale when I'm not motivated anymore.
Okay.
Which just takes a lot.
And you probably, I mean, you are a very talented artist and that, but you must agree that all artists have sometimes creative blocks.
Oh yes, all the time.
And does that happen often? Or?
Oh yes, so really, like all the time. It's mostly my mental health that keeps me like from drawing. I did post a story like a couple days ago or yesterday where I said that when an artist or a creative person, like a writer, is in a safe and comfortable zone in life, when they feel good, they have less creative, well, freedom in a way.
Okay, I get it.
Because a lot of the things I draw help me like deal with specific things. So that's what motivates me.
So you kind of get away from reality for some time.
Yeah. When I do feel good, I usually end up just drawing something for myself or for someone else.
And while you have the creative blocks, how do you deal with that? If you, for example, let's say you have commission, and yeah, I mean, and if you, I don't know, you have a date that you need to finish it till then, and for example, you have a creative block that happens like exactly that time, how do you deal with that? And how does your commissioners respond to that?
So in the past, I wasn't really the greatest communicator. Like that changed like a year ago when I realized I need to like up my game a bit.
Yeah, okay.
Because communication is very important when you do commissions. Especially, you need to let people know when you're not feeling well, and I try to do that to the best of my abilities. And I haven't had any issues since. And I usually end up asking like, "Hey, if this is taking too long, please do let me know, and I will refund you like half or full amount." But as of recently, that has not happened at all. They're all very patient and very caring people, and I'm so grateful for it. And in regards to how I deal with my like well, art block in a way, it depends because I know myself, and everybody should know themselves. But sometimes I know I need to take a break, and I need to get away from my iPad or even from where I live.
Okay, I get it.
Days,
yeah.
And just get out. Other times, I know I just need to push. I need to push myself to just keep going, because otherwise I will never continue.
No, that is true. That is true. That is true. I agree with that completely. How long does your typical edit takes? Like, okay, you can say in hours first, but then you can tell me also how many days does that take you for a typical, typical, just normal, you know, logo, or if it's not, I don't know, too demanding.
If it's not too demanding, the average time on Procreate for like a logo, I guess like 10 hours if it's nothing complex. If it is a bit more complex and there's like 2 characters and a lot of details, then it can take up to 20 hours. As
Okay.
in actual, yeah, as an actual time that I need in weeks or days. It depends on, again, my mental state or my motivation. Sometimes it can take up like to like 2 months. Other
Okay,
times
okay,
it's like a week maybe,
okay, okay.
but it just really depends.
Okay, so it's hard to be to have commissions to do, like, overall.
Oh yes.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay, okay,
It's
yeah.
just well, it's not. I love doing what I do. It's it helps me. It makes me feel better. But when I need to do something that doesn't motivate me, or when I stop having the motivation to do something, it gets difficult. I always want to finish what I accept, and I usually do end up finishing everything that I accept. But sometimes, as with my recent piece, where it took me like 40 hours, it can be very demotivating, and that's usually what causes art blocks in me.
What's it like knowing your edits inspire so many people?
Oh wow. I never really can fully grasp how much I actually influence people, because in my head I'm just doing something that I like doing, and people see it and interact with it. But it is an amazing feeling, and especially when people come and ask me for help, it's like, wow, I can help you. When I'm in a like tough spot, when I don't feel well, it really helps knowing that I have people there who kind of look up to me in a way. Or like
It gives you
wait for me to post.
motivation, maybe.
Yeah, it makes me feel more relaxed.
I get it.
Much because I just don't know how much I actually influence people. Like I wish I could see it from the outside perspective, because in my head I'm just a normal person doing art.
I mean, you are a normal person, but you are doing some witchy stuff. I mean, you are a normal person. I can agree, but your work is abnormal.
Thank you.
So, yeah, I mean, I love it. And you probably have, I mean, in the game when you play, do people recognize you and come to you?
Actually, it happened like maybe twice so far. But it's probably also because I changed my name, and then I was only active on like German servers, and I have a different name on the German servers.
Okay.
And I'm not really active there much anymore because I'm on my NA account the most. But it is the same name that my Instagram account has. It's Nova Southlight. So if you ever do see me, please don't hesitate to say hello. I actually love that.
Well, I'm in completely other direction, so
Oh yeah, I know.
which is kind of sad, but okay.
I know. Maybe one day I'll make an account.
Yeah, maybe. I need to change my VPN, so.
Oh God. Or I
Well-
can make you an account.
Oh. Well, actually, that is not okay. We will talk about that later, okay, in private. Well, that is not a bad idea, to be honest. I really wanted us to have an account there in German servers. or North American or?
Yeah, I'll manage. I can do that for you.
Oh my god, okay, okay, that's good. Thank you. Well, I wanted to ask you this, but if you don't look at yourself like that, I don't know. I wanted to ask you, what's the hardest part of being a well-known editor?
It used to pressure me a lot, because I always felt like I wasn't giving like my followers enough to look forward to. Because I always felt like I'm not active enough. I wanted to do more. I wanted to be there, but it was just I didn't have anything to say.
Yeah, I get it. I
So-
get it.
I mean, like I said, that kind of went away in like the last 4 or 5 months. I think most of it is just because of the Discord server. So I'm really happy because it makes me interact with everyone, and that helps me.
Yes, yes. I mean, that is a good way to have interaction with your followers, if I can say it like that, and members.
Yeah.
And have you
Yeah,
ever
you got it.
faced criticism or pressure because of your popularity?
No, I don't think so. I mean, not ever because of my popularity, no. Especially in the community, everyone's always been extremely loving and supportive. And that's what I love about it. I mean, everything has like their little dark side, I guess.
Of course,
but
of course.
overall, the Star Stable community has always been supposed to be a very comforting and supporting place for everybody, and that's what I love so much about it.
Okay, I want to ask you like this. So you have been a content creator, actually, artist for a long time. You say since, I don't know, 2020. And did someone ever copied your style?
I think everyone who does art knows that it happens like every other week.
Yeah, of course. Yes, of course.
It's really discouraging in a way. They didn't exactly copy my style, but I've experienced a lot of people like stealing what I do or just tracing what I do.
Oh, they were stealing for like your edits.
Oh yeah, all the time.
Oh,
It
really?
happens, but
Oh my god.
yeah, sometimes I don't bother, but at other times when, as example, someone traces what I do and then sells it, I do.
Oh,
intervene
they
because-
sell it.
Yeah, it's just
Oh my god.
I don't know how to feel about it.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Okay. So that happened to you like what, many times?
Oh yeah, more than I can count. But
Oh
I
my
mean,
God.
I encourage others to like get inspired by who they love, but being inspired does not mean
Yeah,
tracing.
yeah, of course. And what? And they basically what? Sold your edit to someone who probably doesn't know who you are, and what they? And wait, how did you learn about that?
Well, most of the time it's other people contacting me being like, "Hey, I saw this person or that club has a logo that looks very similar to what you did. Is it yours?" And I'm like, "No."
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's how I find out. It's always other people messaging me because I don't really go for like this whole witch hunt thing
Stalking
where I-
thing. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I mean, that is
And
terrible.
I only say something. I only say something when I know it's being used in the wrong way. You know.
Okay, that is terrible.
It happens
And-
a lot, sadly.
Yeah, I can see that. I
Not
mean,
only to me.
I saw that it happens a lot, but I don't know it happened to you that like a lot of times.
Yeah, I mean, not like maybe not as crazy as it has to other people, but definitely still a lot.
Okay, now a bit of like a random question, but still in the category of editing and that. How do you balance editing, managing a server, and real life?
Very difficult.
Okay. I imagined, yes.
Yeah, I mean, at the moment I have a lot of free time, but the problem is I have a lot of free time and my mental health is playing along, and it's always been an issue that sometimes keeps me from drawing. That's why I said I kind of have to push myself sometimes. Even if I had work or school or something or university right now, I would still find time in my day to draw. I don't think that would be the issue. I think the issue that I have the most is just feeling confident enough to be able to draw.
Okay, so it's hard basically to manage all these things together.
Yeah, it can be.
Okay, so I'm in a luck basically because you have time now.
No, it's not that I don't have time. I have a lot of time. The problem is just like my mental state in a way.
Yeah, of course, of course. I think that is actually really important because, you know, without you, there wouldn't be Nova's Cozy Corner, so... you need to
I
put
do try
your...
to encourage people to feel better.
Yeah, you need to put yourself first. I mean, in a lot of situations because you are your own person. And, you know, the editing, because you edit for such a long time, for, I mean, whole life, and and you were in community for, I don't know, more than 4 years. And did editing ever started to feel like a chore to you, that you were like, oh my god, I need to do that, but I don't want to do it?
Yes, it kind of is always a thought in the back of my head. But I do love what I'm doing. Otherwise, you know, I wouldn't be doing it.
Yeah, of
I could
course.
just enjoy doing it. However, when I get to parts where it just completely demotivates me, I have to put it aside and just do something else instead because otherwise I will not keep going with it and it will not turn out the way that I want it to look.
Okay,
But yeah,
okay.
that's everything basically. Like I do think a lot actually that it's like a chore, mostly with club or team edits when I do them. But I'm lucky because the club that I do edit for, they give me a lot of time and they have a lot of patience with me.
No, that is good. Wait, so because you're talking about club edits now, so wait, do you do club edits now or no?
I do, but it's only for like friends because I'm not expecting any money or anything in return. I just do it because I want to make them happy, you know.
Okay, sorry, no, oh my god, my disappointment.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I'm kidding.
No, I do get a lot of DMs about I get a lot of DMs about this, but it's just I spend like 6 to 12 hours basically on something that I don't get paid for and I don't want money for.
Okay, yeah, I get it.
So-
I understand. Yes. Do you get burnt out a lot?
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
do.
that's basically my art block, you know.
Yeah, that is art block of yeah.
It usually like lasts like a week. Sometimes longer.
Okay, I mean that is completely normal. I mean you are a human after all. You are not a robot.
Well, I wish I was one.
Yeah, same. I wish I was also, but we are not, sadly. Now I really want to know about your favorite edit of all the time. Why is it your favorite? What is your favorite edit? How long did it took? Everything. Every detail.
I think it's very difficult to pick a favorite. I have
Okay.
an old one. I have like 2 or 3 favorites. There's an old one where there's like a horse lying in the forest with a dog on the back.
I think I know which one, yes.
Yeah, that one is one of my favorites. And even if it's older, I still really like it. And my absolute favorite, just because I feel like I pushed my boundaries a lot, is the one with my pinned post in the middle, the purple one, the banner that I made. It was completely out of my comfort zone, but they gave me a lot of creative freedom with it, so it kind of turned out exactly the way that I wanted it to.
Wait, so you mostly draw horses, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you enjoy drawing horses.
Yeah, most of the time when it's not always the same pose.
Okay, yeah, I get it. But like, what edit? Like, what could you never edit? Like that would be like a pain to edit. I actually draw. I'm sorry. Is there? I mean, if it's there something.
I wonder.
Good question, right?
No. Yeah, really good question because I like drawing everything. I think even if I do like it and I don't like drawing dogs.
Okay,
Because
okay.
I'm not too experienced with it. I can do it, but I'm very inexperienced in it.
Yeah, you don't like it. Okay. Kind of.
Yeah, because it demotivates me because I want it to be perfect, and then I don't
Mm-hmm.
stop until it's perfect, and then it takes me forever.
Okay, I get it. I get it. Okay. And if you could collab with any editor, basically any, never mind if she has or he, I don't know, 90,000 followers or whatever, who would it be? And
Or
yes,
have had
and
a little.
if you ever were in a collab, I also want to know that.
I had a collab with Frizzy Graphics and one with I don't know how to pronounce her name.
Okay. I will
Um,
later you can write me and I will just like write her name.
yeah, I don't want to mispronounce it.
Okay,
I'm so
okay.
sorry, but
Okay.
her name's Sophie. I love Sophie. Sophie, I love you. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Um, um, she's a very known editor for logos and everything.
I probably know her, so yeah.
Yeah, you might.
Mhm.
She's also German. I think
Okay.
she should be German.
Okay.
So I had collabs with both of them,
Mhm.
and I am currently I like Sophie and I we did talk about making another one because we didn't like the one that we had before.
Mhm.
But sometime in the near future, maybe possibly. Other than that, I don't really know. I'm always open to it, but I want to make sure that it like fits to my feed in a
Yeah,
way.
of course.
Like to
Uh,
both our feed.
I also really want to know, do you have any guilty pleasures while editing? Snacks, music, watching something?
Yeah.
You have.
I always watch something and have a snack
Uh-huh.
while I draw. I can't draw if I don't have a show on.
Okay.
I also recently started to really enjoy drawing while I'm in a call with my friends. I do sometimes stream on my.
I really wanted to
Yeah.
ask about that because I've seen, that you can see the icon that someone is talking, and I saw that a couple of times, but I was actually shy to join.
Oh, it's okay. You can always join. I'm shy myself because I want to get better at that, but it's just I'm very insecure about like streaming when I draw. I do hope I could get past that point in the next couple weeks or months. But yeah, I back to the guilty pleasures. It's really just I enjoy sitting in the call with my friends and we just draw.
So you all draw together, like I mean, not on the same edit, but like separately.
Yeah, sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes we game and I draw or the other way around.
Okay. So you have your little cozy corner there with your friends.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that is
Most
so
of the
cool.
are from my server.
Oh my god, that is so cool. That is really cool. If you could choose that your editing style was a movie or song, what could it be?
Oh my god. You're gonna have to just give me a second to think about.
Okay, of course.
Oh my god, no wait. I know. But the
Okay.
problem is it's a German book that I was that I was obsessed with as a child.
Okay.
So maybe the German community knows it. I can send you a cover of the book later.
Yes, please. I
It's,
will post it as well here.
Okay. It's a lot of like it has a lot of different books in one. You know, it's like I think 50 different ones, and it's about a unicorn.
Okay.
Unicorn and water, yeah.
Okay. So
I think that's the
you
vibe. Yeah.
so I see you love fantasy. Am I right?
Yeah.
Wait, do you watch any fantasy movies?
I pretty much watch everything.
What did you
I don't
watch?
think
I love fantasy movies.
Oh God.
Okay, top three.
That's so hard.
It is.
There's a lot of movies out there. If you could give me a name, I could tell you if it's in the top three.
Okay, I personally I love Lord of the Rings.
Oh well, yeah.
Okay.
I love Marvel.
Oh, I love Marvel. Marvel, I as well. I love that kind of fantasy. For example, yeah, Hobbit, Lord of the Rings. I love Marvel, that kind of movies.
Oh yeah, I did love Game of Thrones.
Oh, Game of Thrones. Yeah. Oh my god, I completely. And House of Dragon.
Yep. Yeah,
Yeah.
just
Oh
because of
my
the
god.
dragons.
Yes, yes, yes. I love dragons. Oh my god, I love them.
And I guess my favorite show would be Arcane, League
Okay.
of
Okay.
Legends.
Oh yeah,
Just
yeah.
because
I
of the
know.
art style, it really is amazing.
I used to play League of Legends all the time.
Oh god, not me. I can never. I started it and then I couldn't.
I used to, but when I was like a kid, so then everything changed. That I was really good. Now I'm not. But yeah, what advice would you give to beginners who want to improve their editing?
Do not give up. And stop comparing yourself to others who have like years of experience. Because you will get better and you will improve, and inspire yourself with what others post, but don't think too deeply about how they did it. I can, of course, recommend tutorials. However, I think it's just your mental strength that has a lot more to do with it.
Okay, nicely put. And how long did it take before you felt confident in your skill?
I still don't feel confident with
Yeah,
it.
I knew you would say that. I don't know. I just had a feeling. I just had a feeling.
I think that's the struggle that every artist has, though. So I
Yeah,
don't
it's
think I'm
true.
alone with it.
It's true. It's true.
I do know that I've made a lot of progress in the past years, to get to where I am now, and I'm glad that I'm even able to do this. But yeah, it's gonna take me a bit more to even to really feel confident with it.
Okay. I mean, I think you should be confident, but okay.
Thank you.
And do you ever plan to expand into other platforms, games, or types of content?
I did have a discussion about this exact topic yesterday with someone, and we were talking about streaming on Twitch. But I think, in a way, like I have social anxiety. It's not too crazy, but it would be too overbearing for me to like stream on Twitch.
Yeah, of course. I mean, yeah, of course.
I do have other platforms that are related to my art that I'm working on. I do have my website that I hope will be released in like a couple of weeks. And I want to work more on my Ko-fi and my Patreon page sometime next year, because I know it's not going to be this year.
So, coincidence that you just talked about that.
Yeah, it is.
Maybe it's a sign.
It is always a sign.
Okay, and where do you see yourself in a year?
I just hope I keep improving and pushing myself. I hope that I can get more structured in my life and get my commissions done faster than I do now. It's not as bad as it used to be, but I still hope I can improve that. I hope everyone I love will still be around me. And all I want for me is that I get more comfortable showing people how I draw. It's, like I said, it's a big insecurity.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. Are you a night owl or early bird?
I'm definitely a night owl. I had to fix my sleep schedule just for this call.
Okay, okay, okay.
So-
I feel honored.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No, thank you, because I had to.
Okay, yeah, I mean, you're welcome. A favorite editing tool or effect?
Oh, that's actually something I wanted to talk about.
Really? Okay.
Because, well, my favorite effect would be the chromatic aberration. It's in Procreate, and it basically gives the artwork, when it's done, this rainbow effect.
Okay.
Like, if you zoom in on some of the parts on the corners, as example, you see like a rainbow. What I do love using is Lightroom. It's a Photoshop app.
Yeah, I know. That I know what it is.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
And it helps me a lot when I get done with something, because I can change it a lot. I was thinking about making like a little Photoshop Lightroom workshop in a way
Mm-hmm,
in like
mm-hmm,
the next couple of weeks because it really changes a lot.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Wait, you have your own brushes.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Oh my god, yes, I remembered now, and I was like, wait, she has a brushes, and oh my god, wait. I wanna just talk a little bit about that, and then I'm gonna leave you. um, well, okay, brushes. How did that come up? How can you create brush?
Creating brushes is actually complex.
Okay.
There's a lot of settings that I don't even know how to use. But basically you have this basic shape, and the basic shape is what makes everything pop. Then you have the grain. It's a lot. There's a lot to creating brushes.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Um, what started it off was just like I liked what other people had to offer, but it still wasn't what I needed. So I tried to create what I needed in my art. I know that's something that's a little spoiler now.
Oh.
Like a lot of people always ask me how I do my backgrounds. And I decided that I would just publish and create a couple brushes that I have been using in the past
Mm-hmm.
for my backgrounds because a lot of are like I think 3 or 4 people in my Discord server were able to test them, and I think it makes a huge difference or it helps them out a lot. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that is something I'm looking
Okay,
for
okay.
my
And
backgrounds.
are you happy with your brushes and the way you sell them and that stuff?
Um, there's an old brush pack that I don't really use anymore, but people do still come up to me and say like, "Oh my God, this is the best thing I've ever used."
Really?
And I'm like, "Why did it?"
I need to buy them and to see for myself.
No. Well, it's just I I love my current hairbrush pack. It does most of my work. It makes everything easier for me.
Mm-hmm.
And the nature brush pack that I just haven't published it. It might take a while.
Wait, when did you create brushes?
I think the first one that I created was like 2 or 3 years ago.
So a long time
Yeah, wait, let
ago.
me look. It was, yeah, 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And people still use that. I'm positively amazed because I'm not very confident about the first brush pack I made,
Mm-hmm.
but there's actually people still coming up to me and telling me that they prefer that one, and I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, it depends on what kind of style you have.
Okay, amazing, amazing. This comes to the end of my questions. Thank you so much for being here, Nova. This was amazing. I loved every part of this, to be honest, everything. I loved hearing about your journey. I love it. I love it. You can give me your socials, or I can actually write them here so that people can also add you and look at your profile.
That would be lovely.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I'll send them to you.
Okay, and I will just I will like pop it here. Go follow Nova, guys. Go follow her. Thank you so much again for your patience, because guys, we had some technical difficulties before. That was maybe my problem, but okay. Thank you so much for being so patient and everything. Thank you.
I said you're so welcome. I was so happy to be here. It was an honor.
Oh my god, thank you.